People who are new to Rocket League see a flip reset and they immediately want to learn it. I'm just gonna tell you, they're overrated, but I'm gonna teach you how to do them anyway. So first of all, I gotta explain something so you understand what you're doing when you're going for a flip reset. After jumping once, you have 1.25 seconds to input a second jump. Now if you don't use the second jump, you lose your second jump entirely. Now Rocket League players, they found their way around this. So whenever you fall off a ceiling or drive off a goalpost for instance, you didn't use your initial jump. So what this means is that the timer never gets going, which in turn causes your second flip to be there for infinite time, so you can use it whenever you want. So simply put, you just need all 4 of your wheels to touch a surface, fall off of it, and then you keep your second flip forever. And this is basically the premise of a flip reset, but of course a flip reset is a bit harder because the ball is moving while you're still trying to touch all 4 of your wheels. Before we start, I'd appreciate a like or subscribe if you learned anything from this, and let's get started. First up is the most important part of a flip reset, and that's the setup. Now if you're just starting out with flip resets and you got a bad setup, you're not gonna make it, trust me. You're gonna need to put a lot of time into this before you perfect it. Now if you learn how to air dribble, the flip reset setup is kinda similar to that. So first up, roll the ball into the wall with a little bit more speed than your car when you're not boosting. When the ball gets close to the wall, create a little bit more distance by braking or either just stop with accelerating. Then close that gap again by boosting a little bit or just accelerating, and hit the ball when it's just above the advertisements on the wall. Then a really important step is braking just after hitting the ball. Now this little break is going to make your flip reset a lot more consistent in the long run, trust me for that. I had to relearn how to flip reset when I was practicing double resets because I didn't use the brake, and it helps so much, man, just learn it. You don't even have to hold it or anything, just a little brake tap, more than enough. Now that is the entire setup done, and it might seem easy, but this is going to take a lot of hours to perfect. Now after doing this amazing setup of yours, that ball is asking to get a reset. So how do we go about this? First up, you want to jump from the wall and point the nose of your car straight to the ball. While you're doing this, I want you to boost a little bit to get that upwards momentum going. When you get close to the ball, I want you to air roll so that your car is flying upside down. Then point your joystick downwards so that your car lands with all 4 wheels on the ball. Try to get your back wheels to land around the center of the ball. If you go too high, the ball will fly away from you, and if you go too low, you will start to fly away from the ball. After you get the reset, you can do anything with it. Now if the ball is already falling, I recommend using a front flip immediately to get the ball up again. Now if you have a little bit more time for the reset, I recommend straightening your car out again, tilting it a little bit to the right or left, whatever you prefer, and then doing a diagonal flip. This way you hit the ball with the roof of your car, generating the most power you can. Because a front flip with downwards momentum just doesn't generate too much power. Now if you're comfortable with upside down flying, you can also stay upside down and then use a front flip. That way you do generate power because your nose is coming upwards again. It's a bit of a harder variation, so if you're just starting out, I wouldn't bother with it. Personally, I'd say try to hit the ball with as much momentum as possible. You might think the ball will fly away, but if you hit it with all 4 wheels, it's just gonna stay close to you because wheels don't generate that much power. In my opinion, it's easier to slow down your reset than speed up your reset setup. So just try to go for them as fast as possible, and if you can't handle that speed, just slow down a little bit. Now the flip after the reset is always going to be a bit sketchy, but in my opinion the diagonal front flip is just going to be the most consistent at getting good shots. And if you're ever in a position where you can hit the ball again after using your flip reset, just go for it. It makes it a lot more unpredictable to save. Now as a final thing, I just want to tell you that flip resets are really hard, so you're gonna have to put in some time before you're gonna see some results. So keep on practicing, and if you want any further help, join my Discord server in the description. And with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.